morning. Today is Monday. I'm off again. Not usually off on a Monday. I am wasting my day. I just made a sale. That makes me happy. I just sold something on Etsy. Yes, I did. And I think that was my first sale of the day on Etsy. Because I was a little bit worried thinking I haven't sold anything today. Because with the fact that everything's, sold my first thing on Etsy today. I'm happy about that. Can I place you there? Yes, I can. Gotta be really careful, you're leaning on my TV. Today has been a slight nightmare about things. Oh my god. Right, so I woke up today and I'd had a bit of a lie-in because I didn't go to bed early. In fact, I was just editing a vlog saying, today is the day I sort my sleeping pattern out. Good, yeah, totally believe you, Lucy. So I woke up, I'd had a bit of a lie-in, so I was a bit annoyed about that. Then I got a message off Andrew saying I just had some fantastic news, and I was actually like, oh my god, actual good news. And he went, no, in the way that you'd be like, oh, sake, and I'm being sarcastic. And I was like, good. And then, so it turns out, in Grand Central, so I don't know if anyone knows, my life plan at the moment, my immediate plan after January, plan B, is that Victoria Street will probably close, and I'm gonna miss it so much. Like, in the sense, I'm not okay that it's closing. I've fallen far too in love with that building, but I always knew that it wasn't gonna be forever. And February and March and April and May and June and July is like some of the hardest months. February is just a scary, hard month to survive. And with the way I am struggling in November and December, I can't see me surviving in February. So why should I stress myself out more worrying? So we think Victoria Street's going to close then, and it's heartbreaking and it's annoying and I don't want to, but that's it. That's it. And then, so we're moving back to Grand Central, which we are still in. And then we'd be using that unit that we're in as like an outpost, so people can still come and trade in, people can still come and buy. You know, obviously we're still a shop, you can come browse. But we would also use it as an office space, so we would use it there to put stuff online. We'd promote a lot more on there, etc, etc. With the fact the shop is, oh my god, sorry, I've got something in my eye. There you go, it's gone. With the fact that that shop is too small to have more than one person running it, it would free up a lot more of my time to be, or anyone else's time, to do everything else at home. So I could still do Patreon at home, I could still do the jewellery orders online at home, I could do daily YouTube videos again. And that is one reason why I'm taking my days off so seriously at the moment, because I'm trying to A, see if I have the discipline to do that, because to work from home you do need that discipline, and B, why does my hair look like an 80s raver right now? And B, I can't remember what B is, but to see if it all works effectively, because right now I'm not earning enough online, which is why I'm promoting Patreon and my prints and my online sales and all this yada 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 so much, is because I'm trying to build that up so it's ready in February. So that's the immediate plan B. Obviously there's scary other plans like no shop, which I don't know. And maybe keep Victoria Street depending on how my finances are. But you know, at the moment the initial plan is on February we'll only have Grand Central. And that's very scary in itself because Grand Central isn't doing very well at all, and I'm worried it won't sustain a full business. So Andrew got some information today saying that someone else is moving into Grand Central, which is good, but they're a game shop. There's a rule in Grand Central that you cannot move in there if someone else has the same business as you. So why have they been allowed to move in there? And I was like, talking the way I do, I was like, I will lose my if they are allowed in and they are selling my stuff. But everyone knows that I'm also very, as much as I'm a scary person, I'm also a terrified, anxious, riddled person. Although I have confronted people in Grand Central for selling similar stuff. But I genuinely see this as like a me, myself and Irene moment that I am going to absolutely explode. I'm just going to snap, burn everything to the ground, including my own stuff, and just move to Italy. Why Italy? I don't know. I heard the pasta's great there. It's just not a good Monday. So yeah, that's my Monday. And yeah, it's just another fucking roadblock, you know. I constantly, since August, have had to make plan A, plan B, plan C, and constantly change what I was planning for in the future, constantly reevaluate what's important, what I need, what I don't need, what I can live without, what I can. And I've become a much more stronger person for it, and a much more organized, much more aware person. Like, there are some things financially that I was just an idiot with, and now I'm like, oh, I've learned all this, but far too late. For at least the shop, maybe. But every time that I feel like I readjust to something, or I actually see the positives in that, and I'm like getting excited about that new change in my life, something else happens. Ugh! We are not financially stable to not run without a shop. And the idea that I've got to go into Grand Central, which was going to be such a struggle enough as it is. I want to hurt people. I do. I just want to hurt people. Oh my goodness. There is a game that my friends play, and it's the pause on any video, anywhere you want, on a Lucy video, and she will have a stupid face. I will be talking like this, and it will be perfectly fine, and as soon as you pause it, I'll go. It's so weird. Look at this. I've just been trying to find a screenshot for a thumbnail. No, don't think so. Let's just go there. That's not the best face. Oh, fantastic. Might be. What am I doing? Oh, that actually isn't so bad, except it's out of focus. Oh, that is expressive. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, God, I give up. I give up. I don't pull a face, ever. Ah! Oh, there we go. Found one. Yay! So this new shop that's moving into Grand Central, where people have mentioned, oh, there's a bit of geekiness, is effectively a game shop. It's effectively a video game shop. They have video game consoles set up, and Andrew apparently went in there. Apparently they're already open, which is another kick in the teeth, because that was the unit I wanted. And they apparently got consoles set up, and they're really good stock as well. Apparently we're like 60% cheaper, but that doesn't f***ing matter. CEX is extortionately priced, and they f***ing blew me out of the water with business. I quit for 7 f***ing years. I have gave up my life, my relationships, my happiness, so many friendships. To what? I don't own anything. I can't drive. I have no talents. I've only started living my life, and that was because of YouTube, not because of my shop. I can't keep fighting, jumping over hurdle after hurdle just for each reward to just be a bigger hurdle. There has to be more in life to this. I need to get dressed to meet Andrew. So, pardon me, I'm in the shop with Andrew, and we're kind of just going over our options at the moment, and ranting and getting really annoyed. Because the thing is, as well, as nice, as kindly and as well-intentioned as everyone means to be showing their love and support, the one thing I can't stand, and I'm sorry guys, it's the truth, is employed people thinking they know how hard it is to be self-employed. They're like, oh no, how hard it is. Sometimes I ask for a day off and I can't get it in because Carla is already rotated in for that weekend. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't know what it's like to have a holiday, because if I'm off, I don't get paid. And like people have been saying to me like, oh, just go forward. You can't, just keep going forward. You can't go back. What? And then someone was like, oh, you're a beautiful young lady, there's nothing you can't do. No, apparently, I can't make money appear out of thin air and burn a shop down. That's competition without getting away with it. Can't do them. And it's just... She's giving it away now. Yeah. But it's like, I do know that everyone means these in loving ways, and that's why I haven't like said anything to anyone. But it's just so upsetting. Like, that no one can really help, and I think that's the sad thing. Even if you were self-employed, you know, even very practical advice right now wouldn't help, because there's nothing I can do except speak to the manager, which I'm already doing. Yeah. But then other people are like giving me ideas, like they were like, can't you do more game nights? And I was like, well, yes I can, But in reality, how would that help in Grand Central when the game nights are in Victoria Street?
Which we're not keeping. If we were keeping Victoria Street, then, oh God, yeah.
If we were keeping Victoria Street, we wouldn't have even still had Grand Central.
No, we wouldn't give a shit. No one would go in there.
I wouldn't have been in half the amount of money problems I would have been because I wouldn't have had 2 shops that I never planned for. It's literally just, we just can't get over how unlucky we've been.
No, it's been unreal. Everything
that could go wrong has. And even the things we didn't think could go wrong, like, what if another game shop opened up in Grand Central?
That was off the cards completely.
Yeah,
that wasn't
like,
a possibility.
because that's against the rules of the building.
Oh, but he's not a video game.
Oh, but he's not a video game shop. He's a figure game shop.
Action figure shop.
What?
Yeah.
You're a if you're watching this, I hate you and you're a and I'm not sure if that's going to get edited out. Probably not.
Just bleep it.
Oh no, that's not why I was worried about bleep that. Cut it out.
Oh, let him know.
Yeah. So mad.
I thought you meant, oh no, ad revenue from swearing.
Oh no, I beep that out all the time.
No, sorry.
Unless it's the video of you drunk and I was like, there's no way I can edit it. Too many beeps.
I'll probably cost you several p.
Several pence. You owe me 7 pence I would have made off that video. We're not even joking. Well, I would, you know what?
Change.
Hey, Vic Spender. I'm taking this because I'm really quite desperate right now. No, yes. We're even thinking now of getting rid of Grand Central and just using Victoria Street while we have it to A, sell off the sale stock that we don't need, use the space to sort out the other stock, use the space to get as many Patreon photo shoots done.
Yeah.
You know, at least we've got the space for photo shoots.
I'm so sorry. I made more work.
What is wrong with you? Do you know what? I've never realised how much people swear until you edit videos that you can't have swearing in.
I agree. I'm so sorry.
I naturally censor myself out. You know, the other day, I know I just called someone to see you next Tuesday, but I'm angry. But before I was talking, I was like, do you know what? I cannot believe that someone could be that to me. Do all the work for myself. But yeah, so we're thinking like, at least we have the space here, and then if only we just had a better time frame, because in reality, if they said, look, you've got another 6 months here, I kind of would think, oh, do you know what? It's twice the rent. But with only one shop, we've got a studio, a film studio, a photography studio, a big office space. You know, we've got the space, we've got the 24/7 access. I'd be like, fine, it's worth it, close Grand Central. And we'll spend 6 months setting up the website to what we can at least transfer to the flat and get rid of everything else that we don't need in the process. You see, the other thing I've just realised while we're editing this video is one of the real things that really messed me up moving to Victoria Street was I was only meant to have one shop. When we realised 4 days before opening that we wouldn't have as long, we panicked and made the decision to stay in Grand Central. We decided to stay in Grand Central for a numerous amount of reasons. 1, it was slightly easier for us at the time. 2, we could stay there and direct people who didn't know we'd moved. And 3, if we wanted to move back, it kept the foot in the door, as if we left and another comic or game shop moved in, we wouldn't be allowed to move back in. This has proven that we could have moved and moved back in anyway. I cannot believe how much that we've been messed about, and nothing's getting done, by the way. Update, nothing. And I'm still upset and I'm still angry, but I just have to move on from it. I have to find peace in my own life, and I don't want the shop to close completely. I don't. But if it does, it's okay. I'm not really ready yet to work just from home. I'm not well known enough on the internet. I don't make enough money through my online ventures. Patreon is doing really well. It is, and it's actually making me think, oh, actually that could be an option in the future. But not yet. Not yet. especially with the fact that, like, because some people have messaged me going like, oh my goodness, you're almost taking like $600 now, like you can soon live off that. Theoretically yes and no, because it's in dollars, so it's in pounds, but also as well I have to factor in that I still have business loans to pay off. I still have contracts with business that even if I close the shop I need to pay off, and one or two other things that aren't my place to talk about, but there is one or two other fees I have to pay for. So there we go. That sounds so dodgy. It's not dodgy or illegal, it's just not my finances. Like, Andrew, if I stopped paying for Andrew's wages at the moment, one, he's my housemate, two, he'd have no job, therefore we'd all be homeless. But that's all I'm going to go into because that's Andrew's money, not mine. So there you go. I just didn't want you to think it was like dodgy dealings or anything, but no, it's just more the fact it's about someone else's money. So yeah, I'm much calmer now. I'm not calm at them, I'm calm in myself. I have to be happy and prepared for whatever happens and see the positive in it. I don't see it yet, but I see the potential, if that makes sense. So yeah. Sorry the daily vlogs have been so late this week. That's because, one, I've had so much go on. It's been ridiculous. And I've been busy streaming as well a lot. I've been trying to get behind streaming a bit, and just busy in streaming and paying off bills. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this vlog though. The videos will now be being uploaded, and a couple, like, we'll have 2 a day, probably the shorter vlogs to catch up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this actually content-filled vlog for once. Give the video a like because I need it. Subscribe if you like girls who swear a lot when they're angry. And if you want to support me any more than you already do by watching this, you can subscribe on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And that, even the $1 a month, is full of loads of perks. So if you want to check that out, the link will be below. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.